Hey math teachers, if your students are continuing to struggle using a protractor correctly, here's a strategy that could work for you and your students. It's going to sound backwards and crazy and complicated at first, but just hear me out. Okay? Many of us have the issue of when students actually position the protractor correctly, they put 0 on one ray right there, they'll actually end up telling me that that angle now measures 47 degrees instead of 133 degrees. And they do this a lot. So in order to avoid that hassle and heartache, try doing this to start instead. Have the students pick any number line they want, outer or inner. So let's say we pick the outer, right? So now, okay, let's pick a starting number. I'm going to choose 30. I pick the outer number line. I'm going to start at 30, and I'm going to go all the way down here. Again, I'm on the outer number line there, 30 to 163. So from 163 degrees all the way down to 30 degrees, what's the gap between there? Final minus start equals change, right? So isn't that 133 degrees? Now, I'm not insinuating that students should continue to measure angles this way, right? This is a complicated way of doing something that's so simple. But in order to avoid them having to use the wrong number line to start, what I naturally do is I'll have students measure angles this way for 5 or 10 minutes. And then afterwards, many of them will realize, wait a minute, they raise their hand, Mr. B, this is silly. And I say, why? And they tell me, you know what, why don't we just put 0 on one ray? And that way, look, 0 is on the inner one. Now we'll follow the inner one to 133. And I give them a high five. I say, awesome, start doing it that way.